Hey, it's Yaya from Conscious Living or Nova Lily Herbals on YouTube. And this morning I'm going to do the morning walkthrough with you guys of the garden. It's what I do every morning to just kind of look at things, see if there's any bug damage, see if any growth, just stuff like that. So when I first come out the house, this is what I see. I've already put Pup out here because he was whining. So over here is a flower bed. Every year I just throw a bunch of seeds. Last year I had some beautiful zinnias growing over here. This year I planted some type of lily or something. They were like bulbs, different bulbs. And I threw some different seeds over here. Plus there's like creeping bellflower and all that kind of stuff just growing on in here. And we have a container garden. This has spearmint, cow peas, and a marigold in there. And then this container, we have some grapes, and there is a little grape cluster in there. Oh, I can't wait to eat some grapes. And this one is another grape, but it hasn't sprouted or anything. So I think this one is dead. And here is another one. This one is growing some tendrils on here. So I'm hoping some little grape clusters will be coming on here too soon. And in this bed, I have a lot of peppers. We've got some chamomile. We've got different types of peppers. This one is a red serrano. We got sage, marigold. Let's see what this one is. This one is a gypsy sweet pepper. I don't know what that one is. That's a pepper. This is a pepper. Oh, cayenne pepper right there. This one is another cayenne pepper. Cayenne. So got a couple cayenne peppers over here. This one is a Carolina Reaper. I don't know what is going on with this one. I'm gonna have to scan it and see what the scan says. But this was a mustard that came up somewhere. This one too, and they were volunteer. We got a volunteer tomato, some thyme, and then we got some. I put some basil in there. There's a basil. There's a basil. I also put some chamomile in here too. Let's see. I don't really see it. Oh, here it is. The chamomile. So over here, a lot of tomatoes keep coming up. Yeah, there's another one. So, and there's also this weed that looks like a tomato that keeps coming up too. So some of them are tomatoes and some of them are this weed that looks like tomato. I've also got some cabbages that we're getting eaten on, and some Brussels sprouts that are growing. We got some other kind of peppers in here. Oh, and some eggplants. Oh, there's the eggplants. The eggplants weren't doing well, but now they're bouncing back. So basically last year I started this bed. I put cardboard down, and then I took a bunch of my compost from over there and put it over here. And then my daughter, she thought this was the compost heap. So she was throwing food in that spot. And so the other day when me and my sister was weeding this thing, which it doesn't look like we weeded at all, but we did, there was a lemon right there growing in that hole. There was a lemon tree, a little lemon tree. And so I pulled it up out of that hole, and put it in this pot right here because I am in zone 5B/6A. So in the wintertime, this lemon will be going in the greenhouse. So I went ahead and pulled it out of there and put it in this little pot right here. And then, you know, as it grows, I'll up pot it to a bigger pot. But got my lemon tree. I was saying I wanted a lemon tree, and boom, now I got it. We've got some other peppers over here. This is a sweet pepper, and it is flowering and got lots of buds on it. Oh, actually a red bell pepper. Red bell pepper. This one is a yellow Hungarian. Not sure what these ones are over here because the tags get lost. This one is a red ghost hot pepper. So there's a number of different peppers over here. Sweet banana peppers over here. That's a poblano pepper. And then we've got a couple of squashes over here, which are bearing some fruit already. So I'm so happy about that. There's one right here. So I go in, and what I've been doing to keep the bug control down is I just been putting diatomaceous earth. Just diatomaceous earth. I've been putting coffee grounds to deter like slugs and stuff. Now I planted a patty pan and also like a white type of, it looks like a patty pan, but it's not. It's a white one though. So I planted that also. So we got a couple different squashes over here. And I've just been looking to make sure there's no squash bugs, no squash bug eggs. And they all been looking pretty good so far. Now last year, the squash bugs, they got my zucchini, but it was like I had already gotten a nice harvest. This is bergamot from seed that I put on over here. Made a little bergamot bed. This is a sage from seed that I put over here. Made a little sage bed. And then over here, I planted some different flowers. Some that are starting to germinate. Different types of flowers. This one's germinating too. And this is my pear tree that I went ahead and chopped off the dead part. And it is actually doing really good since I chopped off this whole dead part. So I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. It just looks like it's growing, and like this one might be a new main stem. Over here we've got some lemongrass. And this is my mullein. Now, interesting story about this mullein is, and it's about to flower and go to seed. You see, this is its second year. It's getting these cones at the top. So I was at the beach. I was driving past, and I was like, "Is that mullein?" And it was. So it was a huge mullein patch. So I dug up a few, and I put it here, and it has been giving me an abundance of mullein ever since. And then it even spread its seeds out throughout the garden. And I've been picking up baby mullein plants, and I got some of its seeds too from when it flowered last year, because there's some in there that flowered last year, and I took the seeds from that, and it spread seeds. So I've been picking up baby mullein and out of pots. Like the mullein was showing up in my pots, my potted plants, and so I put them here. And then also this is some evening primrose that I got from the garden center. We also in here, this is some lavender that I put down last year. It was all the way up there. It never came up. And I found out why, because lavender needs cold. So after the winter time, it came up. So here's lavender here that came up from seed. This is some bee balm, bergamot. And here's some more lavender also that came up and is starting to flower, which is nice. And this is papalo. So if you don't know what papalo is, it tastes like cilantro, but less soapy. Because cilantro kind of tastes like detergent. It's kind of got that strongness. This one is really good, and it is starting to really pop back up over here, because at first it wasn't doing so well, and now and I had it growing in a container last year, and it was huge. It just took over the container. It was so huge. It was as tall and as big as these mullein right here, this papalo right here. It was, and it tastes good. I love it with eggs. And then this lemongrass that I got, it is actually spreading. So I planted it, and then now it's just spreading all out through the bed back here, which is interesting. I didn't know lemongrass did that. So yeah, this is one of my herb beds, and it always has weeds in it and stuff. So, and this is amaranth that comes up on its own. Amaranth. So I just let it come, because amaranth deters some pests. So, and then also this I not propagated, but I transplanted this. I think it's mother'swort right here. This is mother'swort, and it's about to flower. So I'm happy about that. So I'm gonna let it flower and seed over in here, so that I can have more mother'swort coming in here. So that's a good herb to have also. So the stuff looks really good. I saw some slugs and things over here. So, I just been throwing diatomaceous earth down on everything. This is my first tree that I ever planted, my apple tree. And it does have apples. I saw some ants crawling on this thing. So I threw some diatomaceous earth on this thing too. Diatomaceous earth is like my friend. And also, we got something coming up from the bottom. I mean, this is an apple tree because I scanned it, but I don't know if it's the same kind of apple as this tree. I think it is, but it's coming up. And over here, I planted some stevia that I got from the garden center. I might move it because the bergamot is just taking over. So I think I might move it. And this is my bergamot. I planted 2. These are from seed. Oh, my phone is going to die. And now it is flowering. And look at how beautiful it is. I ate a couple of these flowers in my salad yesterday. It was really nice. This is my strawberry patch, sending out runners. Me and my sister weeded it and threw some wood chips. And this is the wood project. One of the wood projects I've been working on. We've got onions, a couple of types of basils in here, the crimson basil and the regular basil, sweet basil. And we got some onions. The marigolds weren't doing too well in here. I think they have perished. They were being eaten, which is weird to me. Marigolds are supposed to deter pests, and the pests were eating them. There's like one left over there in the corner. So yeah, I don't know all about that. Then over here, we've got, this is a green tomato. I don't know what tomato. Oh, this is a Brandywine tomato right here, which is flowering. We got some cucumbers. There's a cucumber. This one is a green cucumber. There's more. More of that flower from over there. Mustard that came up in a pot also. Got some broccoli. It looks like something's eating my broccoli, so I'm going to throw some more stuff down. And we have more different this is zucchini right here. More different squash over here. That's a green dragon cucumber. Let's see. This is the white bush. A white bush. There we go. White bush. Zucchini. So yeah, we got different types of zucchinis and squashes over here that are coming up and making fruit for me. Also did a spaghetti squash. I don't know, this one has a lot of, I don't see any female flowers yet on this one. Just putting out a whole lot of, oh, I see some coming up. Okay. All right. So that's doing okay. This is the very first bed. Some volunteer dill. Sage, kohlrabi from seed. It's Thai basil in here. These are all my tomatoes from seed. Green tomato, brandywine. My nasturtium, my very first nasturtium I've ever planted is flowering. My spinach over there is going to seed, and I've been eating off that spinach. These are other mustard greens and stuff. And bean plants. We got leeks over there. Now this is, they say, I scan it and it says it is a mulberry bush. I tried to dig it out. The roots are super in there, super long. So I'm just going to let it stay and see if it really does become mulberry. This was broccoli from last year. I pulled it out the compost and planted it. It went to seed. So I'm going to collect these seeds. So we got different peas, beans, different beans. Look at those purple in there. Also tomatoes keep coming up everywhere. See all these tomatoes in here with my onions, cabbage, carrots. I planted some more carrot seeds over in this spot and they are coming up. But we got all these volunteer tomatoes. I planted tomatoes over here last year. So we got, and this is my garlic. So I gotta come in here and relieve my garlic a little bit and give it some room. We got some lettuces, the lettuce and the Swiss chard, and that's kale, and that's collards, and that's cabbage and pak choi. Keeps going to seed, but I've been eating off of it anyway. Little grasshopper. And this is my lemon balm from last year that came back. I had dill over here. I harvested that and we planted some more, and some more is coming up. And tarragon. So that's getting big. We cut the tarragon. It's coming back some more. So the lemon balm, I had this stuff was just big. Big, big, big. We got the amaranth coming up, and then we got the, let me see, it's called, this is also a green that comes up. I forgot what it's called. I'm drinking my coffee, so I forget. My mind, I've been forgetting words and stuff, you know. But it's beautiful. This salad is so delicious. I just keep eating off of it and it just keeps coming back. And I can't wait for my leeks. I also got some more nasturtiums from seed that are here. So I'm pretty happy. Everything's coming up. I'm not worried about the weeds. We keep weeding and stuff keeps coming back. So it is what it is. And over here I've got some rose bushes. This is a double knockout and it's coming up from the bottom. So I'm happy about that. It can come up from the bottom. I guess this is dead. So I'll probably end up chopping that down. This one hasn't come up yet. And these are my blackberry bushes that the grass cutting people cut down so many times. They were mowed down so many times last year that so I finally put this on there, and so now they're coming up. So I'm just waiting because I really want some blackberries. I really want some blackberries. So morning walk through. Things look pretty good. I'm gonna throw some Diatomaceous earth down on a couple of things. I didn't even look at that bed, but that bed, I've talked about it some. Maybe I'll talk about it more, but on another video. I just don't want this video to get too long. And yeah, thanks for watching my video. Let me finish my coffee so I can be able to actually speak and bring words to the conversation, to videos, because right now I can't even find words for certain things right now. But that's just a part of, you know, perimenopausal. That's why I make my herbs and stuff, so that I can stay healthy. And I need to put some tincture in my coffee. So I will do that for my coffee. And you guys have a good day and happy gardening.